Hey guys, it's Dennis with Orlando Bee Removal Expert. So a lady called the other night. She had a colony of bees show up, or a swarm show up into this unit here, this box. And of course she didn't want the bees. So we told her we could take the item away and remove the colony with the item. So she was happy for us to do that. So now we're going to put these bees right here into this box. So something to understand about swarm bees: when a swarm arrives, they have nothing to defend, nothing to protect. So these bees are not defensive like they might normally be. So what we're going to do is actually reach in here with our bare hands and grab some handfuls of bees and get them in here. Ultimately, we're going to try to find the queen and get her in there, in which case all the bees are going to be happy to be in here. Additionally, we've got some frames that we've waxed. So we've melted down wax and dipped them into the wax, and so now the bees will have a little extra head start. So don't try this at home, obviously. So bees are doing what's called festooning right now, where they're basically all clumping together, and they're doing that to build wax. So they're building wax to build their nest, and they kind of clump together like that in order to work together to build that wax. In fact, you can see some of the wax up here that they've already started to draw out. And I think what happened was yesterday it probably got hot up here, and they decided to move down here to this lower section. And so there was a little tiny piece of comb that had fallen down here, but it looks like they've decided to be over here now. Oh look, they've got a little tiny piece of comb right here. I don't know if you can make that out or not.
Yep, I got it. It's in the shot.
So they just built that today. And so actually when the bees do have comb, sometimes they will be slightly defensive if the queen has actually laid any eggs in here. Let's see. I don't see any. No egg. Not yet. Either the queen hadn't found it, or there may not be a queen here.
So are you actually looking for the,
I'm looking for her.
yeah.
She's oftentimes going to be hard to find in a ball like that because they're holding together so tightly.
Yeah.
So
I would assume she's probably at the bottom of that too, isn't she?
well, not necessarily. You know, a lot of times they're just going to keep around her kind of tightly. But what I'm looking for is, if you look for, see how this one bee has her butt up in the air? Here's one doing it.
Yeah.
There's one doing it. So sometimes bees do something called nasonoughing. This one's doing it. So
Yeah,
she has
I
a
see.
little gland right there you can see exposed right on the very tip of her abdomen.
Okay.
And so when she exposes her Nasonoff gland and puts her butt up in the air and beats her wings like that right there,
Yeah.
she's
See a
saying,
bunch
the
of-
queen is right here, the queen is right here.
Oh, yeah, because that guy's...
But the bees over here are doing it too. So sometimes they do it whenever something changes.
Oh, I see.
But if we see all of them over here doing it and none of them over here doing it, then we would probably guess that she's here, right? So, and I think she's probably going to be up somewhere near the top here, just because that's my intuition tells me that. So that's why I keep grabbing piles from sort of up at the top here. We love bees.
I got a picture of that too.
Awesome. See, there's some bees right here nasonoughing.
Yeah.
See, a bunch of them are doing it. So that's why I'm saying I'm not certain that she's either here or there. Yeah, there's a lot of them. Yeah.
I mean,
So-
like, will it be like, 50% of them doing it? Or is it just kind of hit or miss?
Usually they all do it when she's actually right there. But again, right now things are changing, and so these bees oftentimes will do this if something changes.
It's really cool. Now look at them making a chain.
Yeah, that's called festooning.
That is so cool.
And so they do that when they're building wax. And so they're in the mindset of wax building right now, so that's why they're just sort of in this festoon. They don't really want to let go of each other. This right here will make a beekeeper out of anyone. Anybody that holds a handful of bees like this I just can't see how you would not become a beekeeper after this type of experience right here. This to me is just amazing. The feeling is supernatural. To hold a handful of bees like this is knowledge and power combined. And it's just the most amazing thing. Such a connection with nature. Automatic feedback that you're doing something right and good. You want to touch them?
Sure. I mean,
Put your hand out. You're going to still feel what it feels like. Obviously, you have gloves on.
oh, that's cool.
But the bees can sting straight through those gloves if they want.
Yeah, it feels like there's 100 speakers in my hand, all killing it with the bass.
Right? Pretty neat, right?
So, yeah, it's cool.
So what we're ultimately looking for is if the queen is in this pile and not in this pile, we'd hope to see all the bees sort of shift their attention over here.